we're here to bring liberty. We're here to unlock minds, and we're here to expose the fact that our republic is falling and imploding. And I want to encourage Rush Limbaugh listeners and supporters to come find the real deal here. I mean, we're no compromise for this country and freedom and the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, and we're not going to attack Ron Paul and stab him in the back. We're the real deal. And don't allow yourselves to be co-opted by Rush Limbaugh. But I think this is really blown up in his face. And, Paul, I appreciate you joining us. We're going to play this YouTube audio. I know you've got it linked up in the story at prisonplanet.com. It'll be up there throughout the weekend for listeners tuning in on other stations during the rebroadcast this weekend at prisonplanet.com. Thank you so much, Paul. Anything else you want to add? Okay, thank you. Let's go ahead and play the audio/video. Somebody at YouTube took the audio from Rush and added video to it, and I think it's very, very informative. So here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have something. We're going to post this at rushlimbaugh.com immediately. A webmaster is waiting on it. Al Gore has a new book out. It's called Our Choice, a plan to solve the climate crisis. And this book, according to our official climatologist here, Dr. Roy Spencer, University of Alabama at Huntsville, formerly of NASA, Dr. Spencer tells me that this Gore book is a metaphor for his twisting of reality to suit his needs. He took some NASA imagery of the Earth and photoshopped the following into it. And we've got what a website here with both pictures, the original snapshot of the Earth from NASA, and in the way Gore photoshopped it. And here's what's on the picture that's photoshopped. 4 hurricanes that were not there. The hurricane closest to Florida is spinning in the wrong direction. The hurricane off of South America is almost on the equator, which is physically impossible for hurricanes. All of the sea ice in the Arctic Ocean is removed, but snow cover over Canada and Alaska remains. Cuba, in Gore's photoshopped picture of the Earth, Cuba doesn't exist. It is not there. Cuba is totally underwater, which would require a sea level rise of over 6,000 feet, which means Denver would be underwater as well. If Cuba is underwater, so would be Denver. Now, half of the Greenland ice sheet is gone, but it's out of the center, the thickest part, rather than around the edges where it's the thinnest. It's a joke. This man is an absolute joke. He's photoshopped a picture of the Earth, and the website where this is taking place is prisonplanet.com. That's where we have the pictures side by side from Gore's book, Our Choice.
2 kilometers or so down, in most places there are these incredibly hot rocks, because the interior of the Earth is extremely hot, several million degrees.
I took the initiative in creating the internet.
prisonplanet.com, prisonplanet.com, prisonplanet.com.
And now Rush has made it an even bigger boo-boo by expunging it, and we're getting emails saying we made it all up. That's a fake Rush Limbaugh. Okay, whatever. You want to believe that, that's fine. You got to love how these neocons come up with wilder conspiracy theories than we ever could. We only cover what's really going on here. That's all we do. And we're like, oh, Rush may be waking up. Oh, good for him. Because it goes on. You can go to rushlimbaugh.com and get into his archives and listen to it all. He goes on, I'll cover this more on the Sunday show, to call George Soros and the European Union pushing this global tax a bunch of crooks. They're all a bunch of crooks. That's a quote. I'm reading it right here. Billions of euros are at stake in the negotiations. Yes, billions of euros are at stake, meaning who is going to get what from the slush funds that have been created ostensibly for cap and trade and to stop global warming. They're all a bunch of crooks. And he goes on to call them criminals. Good job, Limbaugh. Don't be ashamed of finally doing something right. They're crooks. They're not idiots that think the earth is warming and, oh, they're a bunch of environmentalist wackos. If you think Gore making $1 billion before he even launches this wacko, okay. No, they're not wackos. They're crazy like a fox. And, you know, you're all hooked up with Roger Ailes and Rupert Murdoch. I mean, Rupert Murdoch brags he's pushing the global warming tax. We played the Fox News Corps clips where they're admitting they're implanting messages in the media. Look at this. They went to Alexa.com, and it's like this on every internet rating service. This is one of the most respected. There is Infowars.com in blue, RushLimbaugh.com in red. We are thousands of places ahead of Limbaugh. Well, we're rated like number 1,000 in the U.S. He's something like number 2,000. I mean, go look it up for yourself. We dwarf RushLimbaugh.com. We don't need you to link to us, Rush Limbaugh. You understand that? You're the old fake conservative dinosaur. We are the future. I finance this whole thing with my listeners. I have no big corporation supporting me. I built all this with the support. The TV studio, the films. You see Rush Limbaugh making films every 6 months? You see Rush Limbaugh having the #1 videos online over and over and over again? No. He had the military-industrial complex go give him 600 radio stations. He's hooked up with the CIA on record. So go ahead, Limbaugh. Keep acting like you're the real patriot and continue. But, hey, I think it's good you're starting to go further. But we're forcing him to go further. This guy, all these decades, 20 years, has been denying New World Order, denying global government. It was his job to keep you asleep while all of this was being built. And now he's trying to take on some of our political coloration to stay relevant. Okay? We're the future, Limbaugh, and you know it, and Glenn Beck knows it. And if you want to be the future, wake up and become a patriot. But you can't do that. You can just act like it enough to fool people because you're a creature of the New World Order. Thanks for the plug, Rush.